Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakakadash. We give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and teach well. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect. I am speaking today about the covenant that the Lord made with you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right, in regards to placing us in the kingdom and putting the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts so that we may never sin, okay? And on top of that, we'll be perfect, man, okay? Because we'll never be perfect on this side. We'll never have any rest on this side. I was just watching a little video yesterday in regards to Henry Page, a Jake that got hung, lynched, and hung and lynched is the same thing, who got beat unmercifully and lynched in regards to a farming incident, all right? Him and his wife had bought land. They owned the land, and an incident happened where a cow got mistreated and somebody ran over the cow. All right, but then the Jake got charged with I guess he got in trouble for it. All right, let me just say that he got in trouble for it because I can't remember specifically what happened, but he got in trouble for it, and they took him to jail. They killed him basically. All right, that shows that we'll never have any rest here in Babylon. All right, but this is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 4. In those days and in that time, saith Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, and they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek Yahweh their power. All right, we are in a time right now of Jake seeking their power, man. And the ones that I say, well, I'm gonna say the elect seeking their power. They're crying and they're crying unto the Lord through their prayers. They're crying to the Lord through their, their daily issues for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai to deliver us. Okay, praying for the Lord to make the time short. Those are the things that the elect are doing to bring about the destruction of America and to show forth that they're tired of this place. All right, so they're weeping. All right, seeking the Lord, reading, going to camp, watching videos, all right, doing their videos, all right, trying to do the things that are pleasing unto the Lord, most importantly, having faith, okay? Verse 5, it says, this is the point. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten, okay? And that covenant starts with the elect being raised up through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. And then on top of that, the destruction of America and the laws and statutes and commandments being placed in our inward parts. All right. But before that happens, we need to be crying into the Lord, man. So I'm gonna read this. This is one of my favorite precepts. This is Exodus chapter 2, verse 23. And it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of bondage. Okay, and they cried, and it doesn't say okay in the scripture, Salakia. And they cried, and their cry came unto Yahweh by reason of bondage. So Jake needs to be crying more to the Lord, but Jake don't think they in bondage, okay, because they can so-called walk around and do things as a so-called free individual. All right, and Yahweh heard their groaning and remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And Yahweh looked upon the children of Israel, and Yahweh had respect unto them. All right, it just showed favor. That's what that means, man. All right, because we know as a whole, the Lord is not a respecter of person. But the whole point of me reading that is that the Lord heard the cry of Israel. Okay, so we got to cry unto the Lord. Okay, I need to do more crying unto the Lord. Okay, but the Lord heard the cries of Israel, and he remembered the covenant. All right, so now let's go through the covenants that the Lord established with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and then we're gonna get into the to the to the to the portion of the covenant that we are hoping to be a part of. All right, in the first go round. All right, when I say the first go round, I mean getting the law, statutes, commandments put in our inward parts and building up the kingdom. All right, through the mercies of the Lord. All right. All right, so this is Genesis chapter 12. It says, now Yahweh has said unto Abram, Salakia, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee, and in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Now, everybody knows about Abraham, okay? So the Lord fulfilled that, saying that saying that Abraham's name will be a great name. All right, the Lord fulfilled that, and the Lord also fulfilled that He was going to make Abraham a great nation. All right, look at all the Israelites. Okay, that's walking around here, man. Okay, all right. So now let's go over to Genesis chapter 13, verse 14. And Yahweh said unto Abram, Salakia, after Lot was separated from him, lift up now thine eyes and look from the place where thou art northward and southward and eastward and westward. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever. All right, to thy seed, man. Okay, all right. Who's that? Who's the seed of Abraham that received the promise? Isaac. All right, because seed is singular. All right, and I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered. All right. Look at the dust of the earth, man. There's dust everywhere. Okay. I'm looking at the dirt that's on this baseball field. All right. The dirt that's in between the gravel and the parking lot. Okay. And you can't even count that, man. Okay. That's not possible for you to sit there and pick up each grain and then count each grain. You'll be counting for your whole lifetime. Okay. All right. But that's part of the promises that the Lord gave unto Abraham, the covenant. Okay. All right. Which the Lord has fulfilled. Look at all these Israelites out here, man. Okay. All right. This is Genesis chapter 15 and 1. After these things, the word of Yahweh came unto Abram in a vision, saying, Fear not, Abram. I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. All right. That's what the Lord is for us, man. He's our protector, man, and our great reward, because he is our power, man. Okay. He's not the power of anybody else. And Abram said, Yahweh power, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house is this Eleazar of Damascus. I think I said the name wrong, but Salakia. And Abram said, Behold, to me thou hast given no seed, and lo, one born in my house is mine heir. And behold, the word of Yahweh came unto him, saying, This shall not be thine heir. He's talking about Ishmael, all right? But he that shall come forth out of thine own bowels shall be thine heir. And he brought forth abroad and said, Look now toward heaven, and tell the stars, if thou be able to number them. And he said unto them, So shall thy seed be. And he believed in Yahweh, and it was counted to him for righteousness. Okay. All right. So the Lord told Abraham that he was going to have a bunch of seeds, man. I mean, a bunch of kids, and it's going to be as the stars of heaven, man. Okay. And that has came to pass, man. Again, look at all these Israelites, man. All right. And then eventually they have Isaac. All right. I'm trying to see. All right, this is Genesis 22 and 17. So Abraham went to go sacrifice Isaac, all right? And the angel stopped him because he believed in the Lord and he was about to do it, and he feared the Lord. All right, so this is Genesis 22 and 15. I so like it. It said, and the angel of Yahweh called unto Abram out of heaven the second time and said, By myself I have sworn, save Yahweh, for because thou hast done this thing and has not withheld has not withheld thy son, thine only son. All right, that wasn't his only son, but that was the son that the Lord promised that the seed of the covenants would come through. All right, came through Isaac, so he's going to sacrifice Isaac. All right. that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore. And thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. All right, so you see what happens when you obey the voice of the Lord. All right, you get blessings, man. Okay, and then obeying the voice of the Lord in this time, okay, is keeping the commandments. All right, I'm trying to see. All right, okay, this is Genesis 26:1. Now this is talking about Isaac. All right, and there was a famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham Salakia, and Isaac went unto Abimelech the king of the Philistines unto Gerar, and Yahweh appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of, sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee, for unto thee and unto thy seed will I give all these countries, and will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father, and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. All right. And Isaac did the same exact thing Abraham did, listening to the commandments of the Lord, followed the commandments of the Lord to the best of his ability. All right. And again, if you look at all the Israelites that's throughout the whole four corners of the globe, man, the Lord kept that promise. So the Lord is a man of his word. Okay. All right. So now we're going into Jacob and Esau's. Well, yeah, Jacob and Esau's blessing, but all I'm going to read about is Jacob's blessing, because I can care less about Esau, man. All right. All right, so and then to get some background on that, all right, I want to make sure I got the name right. Yep, Rebecca and Jacob, I'm gonna say supplanted Isaac, all right, because Isaac was blind, and they set it up to where Jacob pretended to be Esau, and he received the blessing of the first son, and it was all set up through the Lord. Okay, you can read in Romans 9 that it was set up by the Lord. All right, so this is Genesis 27:27. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which Yahweh hath blessed. All right, because he think it's Esau. All right. Therefore therefore Yahweh give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. So same thing that the last precept going into that the curse be everyone that cursed thee, and blessed be everyone that blessed thee. Same thing that Abraham and Isaac received from the Lord. All right, Jacob also received it, man. Okay. This is talking about us being in the kingdom, man. We're not being served right now. We're serving people as of this point in time. But Lord will, World War III pops off, soon, with Russia and Ukraine, and Russia invading Ukraine. Hopefully that happens soon. All right. But and once that happens, then we'll be getting into the promises that Isaac gave unto Jacob. All right. But going further into the promises that uh, our forefathers received, this is Genesis 28 and 13. This is Jacob uh, uh, receiving the promise from the Lord. All right. And this is Genesis 28 and 13. And behold, Yahweh stood above it and said, I am Yahweh, power of Abraham thy father, and power of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. All right. And Jacob was in Bethel at the time. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shall spread abroad to the west, to the east, to the north, and to the south, and in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. All right, I'm gonna keep going. And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this land, for I will not leave thee until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of. All right, so the Lord is going to be with us forever, man, because the Lord's never going to leave us. Okay, but that was going through the promises that the Lord gave unto our forefathers. Dang, that took me like 16 minutes. Okay, that was the promises going to our forefathers that the Lord hasn't forgotten. Okay, all right. All we got to do is call and cry upon the Lord. All right. So now let's get into this new covenant that hasn't been forgotten. All right, but is a new covenant because we couldn't keep the old covenant. And when I say the old covenant, I mean keep the law, statutes, commandments perfectly. All right. But in the kingdom, in the new covenant that we're gonna that we have already, received spiritually, I'm gonna say, um, we're gonna receive it physically here shortly. All right. So this is Hebrews chapter 8, and I'm starting verse 6. But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry by how by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which is established upon better promises. Okay, so the Lord Yahweh Shai is the mediator between the Heavenly Father and us Israelites. Okay, and the covenant that's established upon better promises, meaning that the Lord's gonna put the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts. Okay, so where we're not gonna have to, always try to walk around like we here on earth today, trying to remember to do the right things by the Lord, like what's the law say about this, and have to refer back to the scriptures, which is a great thing, okay, to do, to implement in your life. Okay, but in the kingdom, the law, statutes, commandments gonna be in our inward parts, man. Okay. All right, so verse 7, for if that the first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. Okay, so the first covenant, which was when Moses received the laws, I gave it to us, and then he sprinkled the blood on us. Let me just give it. This is Leviticus, I think it's 24. No, Exodus. All right, okay, so this is Exodus 24, and I'm gonna start at 4. And Moses wrote all the words of Yahweh and rose up early in the morning. All right. And Moses wrote all the words of Yahweh and rose up early in the morning and built an altar under the hill and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto Yahweh. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, Salakia, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people, and they said, all that Yahweh have said we will do and be obedient. Okay, and that goes into law, statutes, commandments, man. Okay. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which Yahweh hath made with you concerning all these words. Okay, so the blood of the oxen or the animals that they sacrificed at that time was sprinkled upon the nation of Israel to solidify the covenant that Yahweh had made with the Israelites. So within this time, okay, Yahweh Shai died, okay, and guess what? His blood was sprinkled upon us for us to solidify us partaking in the new covenant, okay? And let me get this. This is Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 7. In whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace. Okay, so I got there because it is through the blood of the Lord. Okay, that we are receiving mercy from Yahweh, all right? Showing that the Lord Yahweh is our mediator, all right? His blood is sprinkled on us, all right, to clean us, all right? But continuing on, this is Hebrews 8:8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. All right, not anybody else, all right? Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them out of the land of out of the hand of Salakia, in the day when I took them by hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Yahweh. So, like I just read in Exodus, all right, the Lord gave Moses law, statutes, commandments, and within those law, statutes, commandments, all right, we were supposed to keep them. We didn't. All right, so the Lord, we didn't because we idol worship. All right, and the Lord, He disregarded us, man. All right, He sent us to the four corners of the world. We went into captivity after captivity. We went into slavery, so on and so forth. Okay. Verse 10, it says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel, the whole house of Israel. All right. That means all the whole 12 tribes. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquity will I remember no more. And that he said, a new covenant hath he made. It's like in that he saith, a new covenant he has made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxes old is ready to vanish away. All right. So now let's go into I like reading in Ezekiel. So because the prophets, all right, in the Old Testament prophesied about the same thing that was written in the New Testament. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 36. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 36 and 24. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land, which is the land of Israel. All right. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart of your flesh, and will give you a heart of flesh, and I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes. It's like it. Dang, I forgot. And cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. I will also save you from all your uncleanliness. I will call for the corn and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. All right. Shalom, Maki, Habashim, Shabashim, Kakdash, Bakata, or Shalom, Habashim, Shabashim, Kakdash, Bakatam to everybody on comic board. All right. But nonetheless, all right, the Lord is a man of his word. All right. And going into what we read in Genesis 27, where we're going to be Lord over our brother, and basically the world, the nations, and all the people are going to serve us. All right, that comes from us being righteous and perfect, but that also comes from us having the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts, man. Okay, and that's all part of the promises that the Lord gave unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and it's going to happen here shortly, man. Okay, so all those promises correlate to us receiving the kingdom, man. All those promises correlate with us receiving the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts. All those promises correlate with us being perfect. Okay, all right. So when we in the kingdom, we'll be perfect, man. All right. So the Lord hasn't forgotten none of his covenants that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Lord hasn't forgot what he said through his prophets, how he's going to put the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts. And the Lord hasn't forgotten that he sent Yahweh down here to cleanse us from our iniquities. All right. So call upon the Lord, cry upon the Lord, call upon the Lord, cry upon the Lord, man. I'm going to say it again. Cry upon the Lord, call upon the Lord to bring about the destruction of this world, man. And when I say this world, I mean this age, okay? Because we need to get the fuck out of here, man, okay? Hopefully, World War III will start sooner rather than later. And the stuff with the chip and all the well, I'm gonna say not the stuff, the prophecies with the chip and the beast system, forcing it on the people, and those that's supposed to take it, let them take it, let them perish, and those that's not supposed to take it, don't take it, and Yahweh desire you be saved, But Lord Williams edified. I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai, by Shem, Havakak, I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who we're going to teach well. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasharal and Mawaf Baba. Shalom. Shalom. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, by Shem, Kakadash, and to Wada for being here, brother. Yahweh desire. See y'all next month. Shalom.